We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line. Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. Flushed out right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. He's to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a pick-6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
The score, Eagles 7, Jets nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over first and 10, and they're on 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hall again on 2nd down. Ooh, the juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin with a run by Penny. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Eagles 14, Jets 7. Jake Elliott taking
Now
off
after the
for
touchdown,
Philadelphia.
here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Jets 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, here's Smith. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll take it into the the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
88. Jumbo!
Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Another Jets first down.
Rodgers again now. And a completion to Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back north.
Rodgers now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 3rd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Teammate. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
No touch it. No touch.
And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
26. Hey, 88.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 27-yard.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it inside the 25.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And Lazard's got it again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jump out.
14-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
73.
Swift going to try up the middle. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jim! Go to 50.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Complete to Alan Lazard. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A pitch comes to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion right, that's Hardman.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The handoff, running left is Penny, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 34 yards. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, take 26. 26.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Fighting Hardman. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Right now, you got 58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Rodgers to throw once more. Open man here is Conklin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
26. Hey, 88. Jump. Jump out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's second down.
Back north. Yeah, this. Go to 50. Look at that.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Inside. Teammate.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. It's complete, Lazard. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything